Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And also, welcome to the start of a brand new week. We have the privilege to dive into the new week together right here. This week our teacher is Adyashanti. It is the first day of a new week. As you settle into the rhythm of fresh beginnings, have you ever considered this? Your entire life is a path to awakening. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of joy or sorrow, everything you go through holds the possibility of waking you up into the potential of your being. Danae, a very good morning. Happy Monday. Linda, good morning. Happy Monday morning to you. And Sunmarie, good morning. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. Our teacher for this week is Adyashanti, an American spiritual teacher whose name means primordial peace. Primordial peace. What a beautiful name. I really love his work and I trust that you will too. The first thought from Adyashanti today is your life, all of your life, is your path to awakening. Every little bit of it, every experience you have is your path to awakening. By resisting or not dealing with its challenges, you stay asleep to reality. Pay attention to what life is trying to reveal to you. Say yes to its fierce, ruthless, and loving grace. Can you say yes to all of life without resistance? Everything that happens in your world this week offers you one of these two choices. Either shrink, shut down, and become smaller through the experience, or grow through the experience, open up and expand through what you're experiencing. Google Letter, good morning. Happy Monday. Awesome having you jump into the week along with us. The next thought from Adyashanti is, you think that enlightenment is something other than what is happening right now. That is your primary mistake. Again, he highlights how whatever's happening right now is the ingredient on your road to growth, to expansion, to enlightenment. Everything that happens to you today and everything that happens to you during the coming week is your journey, and your journey leads you to either expanding or contracting. You can choose that. The last thought by Adyashanti for today is, enlightenment is nothing more than the complete absence of resistance to what is. End of story. Your own inner resistance to what you're experiencing is what determines whether you are likely to shrink or grow. In resistance, your nervous system goes into fight or flight, your muscles become tense, and your brain will make available only thoughts about fighting or running. You are physically and mentally closing up, and the messaging you carry forward with you is, I am in trouble, life is scary, I am unsafe. Charlene, good morning, happy Monday, hello. Notice when your body and mind go into resistance and stop for a moment. Try and remember to ask yourself, do I want to shrink or grow? If growth is what you want, then you have to become open. You have to become accepting of whatever the experience is. You need to take a deep breath, deliberately soften your body and lean in. Decide what is the messaging that you want to carry forward with you from this experience, and consciously speak that to yourself in that voice. I have got this. I am safe. Even if I don't like the experience, I won't resist. I can ask for help. I can do this. Shrink or expand. What will your journey be this week? If you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine. Lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. With every exhale, lead your body to a deeper level of softness than the one before. At the start of the week, I love to talk about what you're doing right now. As you sit your body down, what is it that you're doing right now? Yesterday's meditation message included a few thoughts by Sadhguru. That I'd like to repeat again today. He said, deliberately choosing silence means to move from compulsiveness to consciousness. In this moment, while you choose to sit here and choose to bring your attention to your breath, there will be parts of you that compulsively resist. By choosing to be right here, right now, you are choosing to overcome compulsiveness and step into consciousness. Adyashanti says something very similar in today's message. He talks about resistance, resisting the moment, and how resisting the moment creates a fight or flight experience inside our body. And the only way to not walk away from this experience in fight or flight is to not resist. To not have resistance to this moment. Every time you sit yourself down for this experience, you're being the teacher to this body, and this is the lesson. The lesson is, we are not going to compulsively, in other words, follow the old pattern, the old program. We are not going to compulsively make decisions. But we will learn how to get better at stopping, taking a few breaths, and consciously choose what the next step will be. Every time you sit yourself down, you are moving from compulsion to consciousness. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping this body stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles. Forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. And lean your upper body over to the right. And one more time, big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, let's take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, you can now continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. So as you breathe in, become conscious of the air flowing in through your nostrils. Feel it touch. Feel your breath touch the back of your throat. Stay with this breath as it flows in through your lungs, and as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a new week. See yourself ready to dive in, like standing on the edge of a pool, perhaps with your toes sticking over the edge, ready for this week. Take your next big breath. at the start of a new week, we take the opportunity to become intentional about the week ahead. If we are not intentional, we risk walking into this week on autopilot. And on autopilot, we will react in all the same old ways to whatever comes our way this week. So let's be intentional and decide how we want to respond to the world around us this week. Let's start with what is known about the week ahead. What does this week look like? With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, walk yourself through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Remind yourself of some of the things you want to get done this week, some of the places you need to go this week, some of the people you need to see this week. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? And for a moment, open yourself to the whole spectrum of creating. All the different ways in which we create. From what we think of as being creative, painting, photography, writing, beautiful forms of expression, to the more work-related or business-related part of creating. Perhaps you've got a project that has a deadline you need to meet this week. That is something we can point at and say, I created that. To all the minute little moments of interaction with other humans. And in every interaction we are creating. Even just the energy in your home is created by how you show up there. What are you creating this week? And if you have trouble answering that question, let's simplify it. What gets your attention this week? What are you focusing on this week? It could be anything. It could be just focusing on catching your thoughts as they get hijacked and becoming better at returning your thoughts to where you want them to be. What gets your focus this week? What is it that you are pouring energy into this week? Take your next big breath. For the moment, transport yourself to the end of this next week, standing in the weekend and looking back. What are the things you'd like to have seen yourself get done this week? If you had a checklist, what would be things that you'd like to check off of that checklist? Things for which you'd like to say, I got this done and I got that done. And things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one, I made progress on that one. When you get to the end of the week and you look back, what would you want your checklist to be? Take your next big breath. The main message from Adyashanti this morning is, will you expand or will you contract? When things come our way this week, we have a choice in how we want to speak to ourselves. What is the conversation you want to have with yourself when you meet difficulty this week? Sometimes the conversation is, I'm unsafe. Life is scary. I am in trouble. Do you have other examples of this kind of narrative? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, bring to mind examples of when perhaps as you talk to yourself, you are reinforcing fear. You might be reinforcing the thoughts that trap you in a fight or flight body. Remind yourself of those thoughts, not as a way to punish yourself, not as a way to criticize yourself, simply as a way to create awareness of when these kind of thoughts surface. Thoughts like, I am unsafe, life is scary, I am in trouble. When do you experience those thoughts? Take your next big breath. Those thoughts, those conversations keep you small. They keep you trapped in a fight or flight body. How has your relationship grown with a more empowering inner narrative? Have you become better at speaking to yourself in an encouraging way? A way that makes you not shrink but expand. Here are examples of this empowering narrative. I have got this. I am safe. Even if I don't like the experience, I won't resist. I can ask for help. I can do this. Have you become better at that supportive narrative? Is that the conversation that you can more readily have with yourself now? I'll give you the examples again, and as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, have this conversation with yourself right now. I have got this. I am safe. Even if I don't like the experience, I won't resist it. I can ask for help. I can do this. Take your next big breath. And one more time, rehearse how you want to step into this week, how you want to deal with difficulties that come your way this week. Think of an example of a difficulty that you could very realistically experience this week. Whatever it is that you're dealing with right now. And practice this. Rehearse how you want to be when you deal with this difficulty. Ask yourself the question, do I want to shrink or do I want to grow? As you take your next big breath, see yourself standing in front of a difficulty. And see yourself remembering to ask the question, will I allow this experience to make me shrink? Or will I use this experience to make me expand? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips into your body and how softness settles in every cell of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time Adyashanti's thoughts for our week ahead. He says, your life, all of your life, is your path to awakening. He's not saying only the parts of your life that feel great, only the parts of your life that make you think enlightened thoughts. No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying every experience you have is your path to awakening. By resisting or not dealing with its challenges, you stay asleep to reality. Pay attention to what life is trying to reveal to you. Say yes to its fierce, ruthless, and loving grace. Adyashanti says, you think that enlightenment is something other than what is happening right now. That is your primary mistake. And the last thought is, enlightenment is nothing more than the complete absence of resistance to what is. End of story. I'd like to remind you one more time of this idea of resistance. When we have an experience and our body has an intense resistance to this experience, what that means is our body goes into full-on fight or flight, which is literally a contraction of so many systems in your body. And the experience then leaves you having shrunken, contracted, smaller. This is a difficult balance to keep until we find it, because there are many things we experience that we would probably likely not have chosen to experience, which is why Eckhart chooses his words this way. Accept this moment as if you had chosen it. Whatever the experience is, can you remind yourself that I don't want to shrink, I want to expand, which means not having resistance to the experience. And that requires a conversation with yourself that goes something like, if this is what's in front of me right now, then this is what I will deal with. I can do this. I can do hard things. I can ask for help. I have got this. When resistance melts away, we open up. Our nervous system opens up. And instead of fight or flight, we're in that nervous system that can stay calm, that can think clearly, that can consciously choose what the next step is. So my wish for you this week is, as you encounter any problems, to remember to ask yourself the question, do I want this to make me contract? Or will I choose for this experience to make me expand? We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in Thank you for this gift of a Monday morning, stepping into a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being given a moment to become intentional about how I want to walk into this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for this reminder by Adyashanti that everything we encounter, every experience we have offers us one of these two choices. Either let this experience make you smaller, or use this experience to grow bigger. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to be okay with whatever the experience is. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for diving into this week along with us. Thank you, Guguletu. Prepare a very good evening on your side of the world. It's great seeing you. Welcome to the start of a new week, preemptively. Anthony, good morning. It's great seeing you, man. Welcome to a new week. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sunmarie. Wishing you the very best week. And may you only grow and expand through every experience this week. See you again soon. Ciao, ciao.